So I was reading the book of Esther, and you remember that part in the Bible where Esther had to meet the king, and she had to go into fasting and prayer before she met the king. You see, it's okay. Come with me. That particular prayer she prayed, and I experienced, in my own head or in our own mind, sometimes they said Esther had to fast and pray before she met the king, and when she met the king, she found people. But it turned out that it was the prayer that really affected the king, because the king was meant to do something wrong. So just come with me. Ending her prayer on the third day, I'm reading from the book of Esther, from Good News Bible, Esther 5:1. Ending her prayer on the third day, Esther took off her penitential garments and put on her royal attire, radiant in appearance, after invoking the all-seeing God and Savior. She took her two maids with her and leaned gently on one of them for support, while the other followed, carrying her tray. She looked radiant in her perfect beauty, her face depicting love and joy, even though her heart was frozen with fear. This was after her own fasting and prayer, and she was about to meet the king for a request. After passing through all the doors, she found herself face to face with the king, seated on the throne, awe-inspiring in the full array of his majesty, his robes all covered with gold and precious stones. As he looked up, his face flushed with the majestic anger. The queen faltered, turned pale, and leaned weakly upon the shoulder of the maid in front of her. Then watch this part. Then God changed the king's anger to gentleness. Alarmed, the king was also alarmed. He sprang from his throne, took Esther in his arms until she had recovered and comforted her with soothing words. "What is it, Esther?" he said. "I'm your brother. Take heart. You will not die, because our decree applies only to ordinary people." See, that was where it got me. You see, that part is said, then God changed the king's anger to gentleness, changed the conversation. The normal was for the king to be angry, but something had happened. Esther had gone into fasting, into seeking the face of God, and the effect dawned on her in her own face, because most times we think prayer doesn't work, maybe especially when we don't see the results. But it does work. It would work tomorrow. The work there for us is to keep praying. And you can't tell Esther tomorrow that she didn't know what happened, because she understood what God did for her. She saw it happen in her own face. Most of the time, those are the experiences we never forget. We would only experience it when we keep praying. I pray with the grace to never give up, as long as we're humans, counting on God in prayer is what keeps us. Cheers, I'm waiting for you. Happy Sunday.